5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly open your eyes, feeling refreshed and relaxed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
So my question is related to the energy stealers, which we did today.
Energy?
Energy stealers, like
Stealer. Ha,
yeah.
ha.
So, sir, I want to ask that as you told that the child who has been who is acting as a victim and who has been programmed always to act like I am the sufferer, I am the one who is not who's being the unluckiest one or so.
Yes.
So. The kids who have already crossed 16 years of age, they are right now into the beta or high beta phase. So how to reprogram their mind, because they've already started acting as though they are the most deprived ones.
Right.
Yeah. So how?
So, yeah. So, first thing to bring a change in a child is first thing is the parents' alignment. Right? So, as I told you, children learn from their eyes, not from their ears. They listen from their eyes, not from their ears. So, when you become the example of that alignment, and then maybe you can gently introduce them to meditation, or even if they may not like meditation, maybe sometimes they may find it boring. Then breath work, 10 minutes of breathing, 10 minutes of deep breathing, right? So uh, that will actually help him. And then make them feel good about themselves. Don't try to uh, look at, catch them doing right rather than doing wrong. See good things about them. Give them uh, when you focus on their, like say, no matter how they are behaving, they will have four good things about them. So appreciate about it. Make them feel so. Just make them feel good. See, you cannot solve the problem from the same level of consciousness which created it. If they are already feeling guilt or victimized, so they are at a lower vibration because of those emotions. Now, if you further add them, ki, Arey, you are not good enough, you are like this, how can you be like this? What are you doing? You need to change, you need to do this, you need to do that. So, all the more what they feel, oh, I am not good enough. So, you cannot solve the problem from the same level of consciousness which created it. So, already they are at a lower vibration. So, what can propel the shift, what can give them a momentum for change is something of a higher vibration. When you do something to make them feel good about themselves, it could be doing something, it could be appreciation, or it could be helping them to do something which makes them feel good. For example, if they have some talent, Manlo they are into music. Now they have stopped doing music. Now if some way, if very subtly, not looking like oh forcefully, but subtly if you can encourage them and introduce them to music again, some creativity, then they will know, and then they do that, and then they feel good about themselves. So the problem is not focusing on so the issue is the way to deal with it is not focusing on the victimhood or the problem, but on basically if you can introduce them to a emotion of a higher vibration, then that will subside.
Because since she is not with me, she is in a boarding, and she is going to appear for the 10th examination this year. So she's developed that fear and always like, I'm not good enough, nothing is going to happen good with me. And always this, how will I perform good? So this, and since she's not with me, I'm not able to give her that much encouragement because they get very limited call time also.
Right.
So, like, what can I tell her? Because even she cannot keep her iPod. I gave that gratitude breath work to her, but she gets it only on Sunday. So, what can I tell her to practice on a daily basis so that she can keep herself aligned?
So you don't need an even for breathing. you just to do, tell her to do 20 deep breaths, same breath work. Take it, there's no music, there's no iPod, there's no guidance. But 20 deep breaths will only take, say, 5 minutes, so 6 minutes. And then after those 6 minutes, then just lie down and rest for 6 minutes. Just tell her 20, 25, not even like count, but inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale deeply and exhale. 20, 25 deep breaths every day. If she's doing for 6 minutes, then tell her to rest for 6, 7 minutes. And that's it. She will feel the shift in her energy same day. And that will motivate her ki, okay. Initially, you might need to tell her to make it a habit, make it a practice. But if she is doing every day for a week, 8th day, she will do it on herself.
Sir, as I asked you about the Vipassana one, if you have time, do tell me about the limiting thing which you told. I'll discuss about the Vipassana meditation.
No, so Vipassana is a great technique. So they have, where जो गोयंका जी के यहाँ जो सिखाते हैं, they divide into 2 parts. One is Anapansati, which they say is the first step. Second step is Vipassana, which they say is, which they take, observe the sensations in your body. Right? Now, according to the original teachings of Buddha, Anapansati is the only thing. It is other way. Initially, when you start meditating, when you start observing your breath, because your body is having its own mind, body will resist. इधर पेन हो रहा है, वो एक पेन हो रहा है. तो होता क्या है कि you tend to get focused, completely consumed by the body. Oh my God, my body is paining. What if something will happen? So Buddha said Kaya Anupasana. He said Kaya, body, Anupasana. He didn't use the word Vipassana for it. Kaya Anupasana. Anu means small. Pasna means dekhna. As a observer, as a witness, just be little bit observant about it. You don't need to go into it. Okay, you are aware that this is happening, so that you are not fighting it. Okay, you are just having aware. Okay, I know this is happening. It's fine. With that feeling of acceptance. ठीक है, ये हो रहा है, ठीक है.
Tell and heal your body. Like if you have certain pain in that area, you breathe through that area.
Right.
So that is the technique we should adopt.
Right. So if the sensations are happening, then just or you're observing that, okay, this is happening. But again, come back to your breath. Right. That's why this is called Kaya Anupasana. And not only that, Buddha talked about three more form of passanas, ya dekhna, or vipassanas. So one is Kaya Anupasana. Another, he said, Vedana Anupasana. Right? What you experience through your 5 senses. Right? The physical sensations when you wake up, when you're there. So observe what's going on. What are my senses? What is going on? So then one is about, I'm just remembering the name. One is about observing your thoughts and emotions. Right? Another vipassana is observing the thoughts and emotions. So be observant of your thoughts. What is the thought going on? What is the emotion going on? That's what Buddha said, mindfulness. That's what he said, mindfulness. You are aware, fully aware. During meditation, emptiness. Empty your mind. Post-meditation, mindfulness. Aware, fully awareness. He said, seeing is freeing. The very act of observation will free you from it. Just observe. Because the moment you observe, you become a witness consciousness, you become separate from it. And because you become separate, that will lose its intensity. And that will make you understand yourself better. Right? So that is another form of vipassana, he said. But in true sense of vipassana, what he means is vipassana. Pasna means dekhna. V means special. Rest all he said anupasana. He didn't call that vipassana. Rest, everything else, he called anupasana. Vipassana means when you do anapanasati, naturally what happens is when these two eyes, these are the eyes of duality. When you close these two eyes, when you conserve your energy, right? This is like locking your energy. With your eyes closed, clasp your hands, cross your legs. You lock your energies. Now you're drawing a lot of cosmic energy. Now cosmic energy needs some exit. Energy needs movement. If it's coming, it needs some outlet also. So then it activates your third eye. Right? When you close your two eyes, you activate your one eye. This is the eye of oneness. You open that eye. And then you are seeing things which you do not see from your naked eyes. Because we saw, right, we only see less than 1% of the reality. But just because you don't see from your naked eye does not mean it's not there. So now with your third eye, you are able to see things of all different dimensions. And that is vipassana. That is special viewing. Vipassana. Right? So, this is... आप लोग इधर आ जाइए ना. Please. Anybody wants to come in the front, please come in the front. We are having a Q&A session. Can come in the front. हाँ, निकाल दो. हाँ. So, whatever I have studied Buddhism, the original text, and understand from that, this is my gist of it and my take of it. Right? And with my own experience, this is what I resonate with also.
Because they don't recognize the chakra or third eye.
Yeah, so they don't recognize chakra or they don't recognize third eye. If you talk about, oh, I'm doing astral travel or I had these visions, they say it's your imagination. Cut it. And Buddha said, vipassana, special viewing, usko to dekhna hai. Right? That is how you experience, because we are multidimensional beings. And Buddha said, then you experience that, you realize that you are a multidimensional being. You realize that you are God.
By that way only we realize that we are the temporary, we've come to this world for a limited. By that time only thing we realize that this life is temporary, the soul is eternal.
Right.
That's why I was getting confused that if I don't see that, if I'm going to ignore that, how will I realize that my soul is eternal and my body is temporary?
Right.
Thank
Absolutely.
you so much, sir.
Thank you,
sir.
please.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Namaste, sir.
Yeah.
Namaste.
Namaste. Just say your name, where are you from, what you do.
Okay.
And then
My
ask.
name is Richa Jajodia.
Yeah.
I am Sister Priyanka Saravi. So I'm working in NVIDIA graphics. I'm an electronics engineer.
Lovely.
I have a
awesome.
kid of 7 years old.
Beautiful. Huh?
Yeah. So I have a question. Like, I'm not too much into spirituality, honestly. My sister introduced me to your sessions, and now I'm really looking forward to take those. But I have a question that we are a social animal. We are not living in an island, or we are not staying aloof. We interact with a lot of people, and it's said that, okay, we should part away with people who bring down our energy. But there are social norms, family things, because of which we are bound to stay with few people whom we know are draining out our energy, or who are pulling down our energy. And I have felt that I have a very high energy, and suddenly coming in contact with that ex person, like my energy has dropped. It has even manifested physically. This is what I have experienced. So, like, if that's happening day in day out, how to enable yourself that we are not affected by that negativity around us?
Right. So, and this is not only happening with you.
Yeah, of course.
Right? So this is a common issue in a family environment, in a corporate environment. And as a soul, we choose challenging situations. We choose challenging relationships. So that so that they propel us for our awakening. Because there's a contrasting situation, because there's an adverse situation or a challenging situation, the desire to change happens, the desire to look within happens, the desire to make yourself strong happens. Right?
I agree.
Right? Now you have a desire, how do I strengthen myself? So many tools. One is very powerful tool is meditation. Because with meditation, you realize that nobody else is the source of my happiness. The source of happiness is within me. My power lies within me. With the independent of any outside situation, I can be joyful within. That is what we experience with meditation. Then another thing is breath work. A lot of times we carry a lot of resentment, anger, frustration.
Past memories.
Past memories haunt us. Breath work is very powerful, where she can teach you, she can help you with learning that, where all this emotional, jitna emotional baggage hai, what you're carrying from your past, including your past lives, it all gets released, all emotional garbage, it surfaces up and you release and you throw it out. Right? Now, when you bring a change within you, so your first challenge is not the situation. Right? The problem is not the problem. How you look at the problem is the problem. Till the time you look at the problem as, oh, he's like that, it is a problem. The moment you see, okay, what is this? What is this? Why is this triggering me? Why is this triggering me? That trigger becomes your teacher. That person becomes your teacher. Then it becomes a spiritual experience. It becomes an experience which, okay, what is it triggering me? If it is triggering me, that means there's something within me which I need to heal, which I need to change, which I need to overcome. And to do that, meditation, breathwork will help you. And the beauty is, when you bring a change within you, when things change inside you, things will change around you. This is how law of attraction works. Right? And you are no exception. Nor am I, nor is she, nor is anybody. It works universally for everyone. Like law of gravity works for everyone, law of attraction works for everyone. So when you bring a change within you, you will bring a change around you. Now maybe, for example, maybe if I'm not saying it may be your husband, but for example, if that's your husband, either your husband will change, in a sense his behavior will change, or the husband will change, in a sense you'll have a new husband.
Yeah.
Okay? So, but the situation will change. Somehow things will happen, or maybe the distance could be the right choice. Maybe somehow you'll be able to get your own space, and that helps you to maintain your alignment. So rather than trying to fix him or her, whoever is draining you, it is an opportunity for you to fix you. They are only trying to tell you what is it in you that you need to heal. Because even if you don't heal yourself, if you don't work on your triggers, even if that person goes away out of your life, you'll attract somebody else in your life who will again trigger you. Because we repeat what we don't repair. And this is the universe way of again and again giving an opportunity to heal. Okay, now, okay, sometimes we marry our parents. The relationship we have with our parents, our spouse tend to reflect the same person, like either a mother or a father. Because what we have not healed with our parents, now the opportunity gets in form of spouse to heal it. Right? So not just spouse, but any other relationships also. If you're trying to change that person or to run away from the situation without healing you, no matter where you go, your vibration goes everywhere. Right? Your vibration will attract and somebody else in your life which will again trigger you. So how much can you run away? The first is this is an opportunity for you to change. And when that change happens, then you don't see that problem as a problem. You don't see that person, you drop the judgment of that to that person. The more you judge, because you have stayed with that person for a long time, see, the more you get to know about a person, familiarity breeds contempt. The more you get familiar about a person, the more you know the negative side. We all have plus side and negative side. But then we know the negative side. This is the first time, it is easy to be friendly and have a drink together or party together. But the more you becoming close, now you know the darker side also. अरे ये तो ऐसा भी है, अरे वो तो वैसा भी है. So the judgment starts coming up. Now your judgment carries an emotional charge. The more you judge that about that person, the more you evoke that response from that person towards you. So not only you are an observer to his behavior, you are an active participant to that person's behavior through that judgment. Right? Not only you are an observer to their behavior, with the judgment you are an active participant in their behavior.
So one thing is correcting yourself, but is one like another thing ignorance also? Like we should ignore that, or like
In any situation, you have three choices: accept the situation, change the situation, or leave the situation. Whatever choice you take is the right choice, provided you take it from the state of alignment, from the state of inner balance and peace. Then whatever choice you choose is fine. So free will. But any choice you take out of resentment, out of anger, out of frustration, people will change, place will change, event will change, but you'll attract the same thing. Right? I'll tell you one example. During COVID, a couple friend of mine, very close friend of mine, they were originally from Bombay and they wanted to move to Bombay. But they've been in Dubai since last 20 years. So they asked me, I was in Dubai, so we were chatting and they said, we are thinking of moving back to Bombay. How is Bombay nowadays? I asked him, how is Dubai nowadays? He said, Dubai is very materialistic. People are very, very selfish and that's why we want to move back to Bombay. So I said, Bombay is also like that. Another couple friend, Dubai mein school was going on during COVID also. So they said, you know, our children are like 7 years, 6 years, so we are thinking of moving to Dubai because school is going on. And my brother lives in Dubai and I go Dubai very often. So he asked me, how is Dubai? I said, how is Bombay? Bombay is beautiful, yeah. I said, Dubai is also beautiful.
Got it. Thank you.
So it doesn't matter where you go, what you do. You create your reality. It is your vibration. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So the day you will change your vibration, the day you will drop their judgment, the day you will accept the person to the way they are, the way you drop your need to change that person and see what can I do to change myself. And you work on your change, your outside will change. So the power lies in changing yourself. The more you try to change others, you are disempowering yourself. The more you take the power back to yourself that I'll change, and that is the only power we have. Right? अगर आप जमीन पे चल रहे हो, रास्ते में और पाँव में चप्पल नहीं पहने हो और हर जगह कंकड़ है, तो आप क्या बोलते हो? पूरे अर्थ को चमड़े से ढक देती हूँ ताकि मैं जहां भी जाऊं अच्छे से चलूंगी. एक तरीका वो है और दूसरा तरीका है कि जूते पहन लो.
Thank you. One more question, like we always want the best for our kids. So a kid might be very, very brilliant in 5 things and not so good in other 5 things. And like the space where he's staying, somehow the energy or the environment is also pulling him back to do those 5 things. Like maybe people are demotivating or XYZ. But I want him to go. There are 4 energies which are pulling him, and there's one myself who want to push him ahead. Like, so then how should we enable him to do that?
Maybe change the environment.
That's not in our control. Like, we cannot change the environment.
So,
What I want to say, how can I give that strength to him to surpass that pullback and move ahead?
age.
7 years old.
So, best way to give strength is an example of your alignment.
Can you elaborate a little more?
When you are aligned, when you are in a state of alignment, joy, inspiration, happiness, the child will get strength from you. The child get inspiration from you. बच्चा अगर घर आएगा माँ बाप ही स्ट्रेस्ड है तो चाइल्ड इज सबकॉन्शियसली टेकिंग द स्टेप ऑफ द चिल्ड्रन बिकॉज ऑफ द लॉयल्टी टुवर्ड्स द पेरेंट्स बिकॉज ऑफ द सबकॉन्शियस लॉयल्टी टुवर्ड्स द पेरेंट्स राइट सो यू टेक द स्ट्रेस of the child take the stress. Like for example, if you living in India and somebody is attacking India, now because I live in India, I have a subconscious loyalty towards my country. If my country is a stress, I am taking the stress. Now this is country and me. Now imagine country and my parents. So when my parents are in stress, subconsciously I take the stress. So first example is how can I offer my full presence to my child in a state of joy, in happiness and inspiration. And then what you say will carry the weightage and the meaning. Otherwise children से ये हमको तो ज्ञान दे रहे हैं और खुद को तो अपने आप को खुद तो बदलाव कर नहीं रहे. Children listen through their eyes, not through their ears. They will see what you are doing, not what you are telling. Children are never good at listening, but they never fail to imitate you. Right? So first is, how do I become an example of that alignment? How do I become the example of balance? Abhi, you see that? She is saying, I have a problem with my environment. Right? You have a problem with your environment. And now you are saying your child has a problem with his environment. So it is only a mirror. It is only a mirror.
Got it.
You make a shift in you. The moment you see, oh, my environment, right now you see, I am in a hostile environment. The moment you feel, oh, I am in a friendly environment, the child's environment will shift. Then your intention will work because the intention has your emotional power. Right now your intention is good, but your own emotion is going into a different direction. Right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Anil Purohit. So I got 2 questions to ask you.
आप क्या करते हैं? Just for
Okay.
others also.
Just for a very small introduction about me.
Yeah.
Very recently, I completed 50 years of my working in industry.
Work in
Industries.
industries.
I'm an electrical engineer. Exactly in the August month, just 2 months back, I completed 50 years. And still I'm working on my own as a freelancer. I was a technology trainer. I conduct technical programs throughout the country. This I'm
Lovely.
doing from long time.
Lovely.
I'm new to this meditation and spirituality, to be very frank with you. First question is about eating. I am an absolutely pure vegetarian. I never even ever touch non-vegetarian. So whatever presentation you made about eating and killing of animals and torturing animals, I am fully understanding, appreciating the same. But I get a doubt that when I am eating vegetables, fruits, vegetables, are we not hurting and killing the plants? Then what is the difference?
So it's a point of lesser evil. Right? Lesser evil. We all need food to survive. Right? But जितनी सेंसिटिविटी एनिमल बींग्स में है उससे प्लांट बींग्स में दे आर मच मोर लेस सेंसिटिव. उनकी जो इंद्रियां हैं, पंचेंद्रियां जो हैं, उनकी मच लेसर सेंसिटिव है.
Okay.
So the pain and the hurt they feel or the agony they feel is much lesser compared to animals. Right? But you need food to survive. So might as well, rather than not eating, or rather than, so between an animal food and a plant based, then this is a better choice.
Can there be one more? This is my own thinking only. Plant grows on its own again. Even if I pluck a fruit, once
Yes.
again it keeps on growing. But
Yes.
animal lives a life forever.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That is also there.
Okay.
Right? Also, I mean, and they are vegetarians also. There are people who just live on pranic energy.
Yes.
But not possible for everyone, right? So we have to be real. We have chosen this human lifetime, human life form. So you have to also accept the limitations of human life form, right? And for that, if food is necessary, then what is the lesser evil, right? Yeah.
Okay, second question. I don't know whether it is relevant or not here. Due to some or other reason, I am staying here for some time, here only in Pyramid Valley. And last 2 months, I got the opportunity to work as a librarian here. So that is like a opening of new field for me, which I was never read anything. I have completed a lot of books reading here.
Beautiful.
At least in two books, I reading about God. The thinking in our mind is not entirely from our brain. Brain also thinks, the whole body also thinks, and some outside power also thinks for you, and that comes to you. Whereas whatever presentation you and Varunji did, the entire thing is restricted only to brain doing the thinking. So I'm a little confused.
So what is your question?
Question is, brain, is it the only human organ which does entire thinking, or somebody else also is doing the thinking which you feel that is yours?
Of course, somebody else is also, that is consciousness, that is awareness.
Okay.
For example, you go to one is you living in the physical world, waking up world, right? Now, then you go to sleep, then you are dreaming. Now, again in the dream world, कुछ physical नहीं हो रहा है, but again it is somewhere, whatever in your subconscious gets projected in form of a dream, and you are seeing a dream. ठीक है? But it is not real. The moment you open your eyes, you say, अरे वो तो सपना था. But in that dream, it was so real. Then the third stage is you go to deep sleep. अब deep sleep पे तो दिमाग कुछ चल नहीं रहा है. Mind is shut. You have no track of time. You have forgotten that who are you, what's your name, what's your profession, what's your job. कुछ भी नहीं मालूम है. But when you get up, you say, oh, I slept like a log. मैं तो घोड़े की नींद बेच के सोया आज, मजा आ गया. तो something which was aware, that is that consciousness. So, mind, body, thoughts, emotions, but apart from that, there's something which is aware, that is consciousness, always. The consciousness is always. So, all thoughts, emotions, or body, physical world, everything is objects of consciousness. These are the ways through which consciousness experiences itself. Right? So these are all objects of consciousness. And again, it's a deep subject. And in the next workshop, I'm going to talk all about consciousness.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Now, for example, but because we don't see consciousness, we can recognize our thoughts, we can recognize our emotions,
Yes.
or we can recognize our body, we can recognize the worldly things. We are so focused on that. But But consciousness is supreme. That is paramount. And that is unaffected by any of these things. Any of your thought, any of the emotions, consciousness is unaffected by it. For example, you see a screen. Now there's a projection on the screen. If I'm showing a movie, a violent movie, somebody is killing somebody and there's a blood flowing, will the screen get stained?
No.
And or there's another movie where there's joy and happiness, or log holi khel rahe hain. So with that holy color, will the screen get stained?
No.
But when you are watching the screen, you feel that everything is real. But behind that, what you think is real, there's a screen which is unaffected by the movie.
Yes.
So same way, there's consciousness which is unaffected by the thoughts and emotions. Right? So that is untainted, that is pure, untainted, formless. But it expresses itself through the objects. For example, there's a light. Now you see my hand. Can you see light on my hand?
I can see your hand.
No, can you see light on my hand?
Yes.
The only reason you can see my hand because there's a light.
Yes.
If there's a complete darkness, you would not see my hand.
Yes.
But now you see my hand. Why do you see my hand? So is the light coming from my hand?
No.
But the light is the reflecting which makes me see the hand. Right? So consciousness is reflecting which makes you realize, oh, there's a thought, there's an emotion. So these are all objects of consciousness. Now this is an object which is, because it is blocking the light, so I'm seeing that you're seeing this light. Right? So these are all objects of thoughts, emotion, everything is just objects of consciousness. But not consciousness. And so only consciousness is real. If you go deeper, only consciousness is real. And nothing that is really real can be threatened. Neither by thoughts and emotions can be threatened by the situation outside. But consciousness is never threatened. So only that is real. Then if you see from a deeper understanding, all thoughts, emotions are also an illusion. But we need that illusion to live this three-dimensional reality, to live the world of illusion. Right? And for example, if I'm wearing a gold bangle, if I'm wearing a bangle, a necklace, and a chain, and a earring, a necklace, a earring, and a bangle, all made of gold. Now, the moment you see, this is necklace, this is a bangle, oh, this is a necklace, this is a earring, all three are different. You think all three are different?
Yes.
And there is different. But another angle is saying is no, all three are gold.
Okay.
But all are gold. Until you see bangle and necklace, there's a difference. आप तीनों को melt करो, then all are three are same. All are gold. Then there's no difference. But can you wear gold without any form or shape? No. So you need to give a shape and form to experience. The gold is experiencing in form of bangle itself. So consciousness also needs, that's why we come to this physical dimension, to experience ourselves through this three-dimensional reality. Because the void is devoid of experience, there is no experience. Now you experience itself through this three-dimensional reality. Through body, through form, through shape, through thought, through emotions. But in truth, what is real is consciousness. And that's what we do in meditation, to time and again connect with what is real. To time and again connect with what is real. But we are so focused on what is impermanent. बिकॉज परमानेंट दिख रहा है, कॉन्शियसनेस दिखता नहीं है, पर जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. If you take your child for the movie theater for the first time, suppose there is a Mahabharat movie going on, आप बोलो चल बेटा पहली बार एक थिएटर तेरे को लेके जाता हूँ. अब बेटा आपसे पूछ रहा है, अरे पापा मूवी में क्या होता है? आप बोलोगे अरे एक स्क्रीन होती है, एक प्रोजेक्शन होता है और ऐसा पिक्चर चलती है. अब आप मूवी में पहुंचते पहुंचते 10 मिनट लेट हो गए, मूवी ऑलरेडी चालू हो गई. अब बेटे को आपने बोला था बेटा आपसे मूवी चालू है, महाभारत का मूवी सीन चल रहा है. बेटा बोल रहा है पापा ये तो यहाँ तो अर्जुन दिख रहे हैं, आपने बोला था स्क्रीन है, स्क्रीन तो दिख ही नहीं रही है. नहीं बेटा, अरे वो तू एक काम कर, वो अर्जुन के पीछे स्क्रीन है. नहीं, अर्जुन के पीछे तो कृष्ण खड़ा है. नहीं, कृष्ण के पीछे, अरे उसके पीछे तो घोड़े खड़े हैं. नहीं, घोड़े के पीछे, उसके पीछे तो लोग लड़ रहे हैं आपस में. नहीं, उसके पीछे. अब जब तक ये मूवी चालू रहेगी वो बच्चे को आप समझा भी नहीं पाओगे कि स्क्रीन है क्या है. जब मूवी बंद हो गई तब बच्चे को समझ में आएगा अरे ये स्क्रीन है. राइट? सो दैट स्क्रीन इज द कॉन्शियसनेस, एंड दैट कॉन्शियसनेस इज व्हाट वी आर. But we get illusioned by what we can feel, what we can see, what we can sense through all our 5 perceptive sensations, 5 sensory perceptions. But that's why we do meditation time and again, to connect to our consciousness, to connect to what is real. And that's why when you more and more you connect, nothing outside the world threatens you. Because that then you imbibe, then you experience your own truth, own reality. So that is how thought is different, emotion is different from consciousness. But they are all objects of consciousness through which consciousness experiences itself.
Okay, understanding.
Like a gold, like a gold and a bangle. Is the thought consciousness? Yes, it is consciousness. Is the emotion consciousness? Yes, it is consciousness. Is this chair consciousness? Yes, it is chair consciousness. It is all pervading everywhere, like a air. Can you say this air, since you are breathing your air, can you say this is only mine? Yes, it is mine. You are taking your breath. But then it is all pervading. Everybody is breathing the same air. Can you say the sky, it is mine? No, it is above me. But it is above everybody. It is all around. It's all pervading. So same way consciousness is all pervading. But everything else is objects of consciousness, but not consciousness.
Okay.
I think I made you more confused.
No, I got good clarity.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right. Thank
Thanks.
you. Thank you so much. See, let's do one experiment. Beta, can you get water for me? Can you get water? Here, there. Yeah. Okay. Chalo.
I'm Mamta from Bangalore. Your last sentence in our program was, sow a seed of love in every heart. What is that love? What is that way of being? Is it care, giving freedom, nourishment?
Experience of oneness is true love. When you connect to your consciousness, when you experience oneness, when you see you in everyone, that is true love.
I don't know that feeling right now.
So once you experience it, then you know. Then the love overflows.
Till then?
Then that is that oneness, and that is love.
Till then, till I attain that experience. How do I do everything to everybody, to see everybody as love?
But I told you water. This is experiment. I told you water. You got glass. I only told you water.
It's not possible. It will spill off my hand. It is not possible to bring only water.
But you have no respect for me. I told you water, only water.
So, but that's not possible.
Okay, Victor, thank you. So, now water is consciousness. Now consciousness needs something to experience itself. Right?
How do I do everything to everybody with love till I experience that oneness with everyone?
So it's never about absolute love. It's about degree of love. It's about degree. How much can I experience my consciousness? Again, it's a degree how much I have experienced my consciousness. Right? So it's not like, oh, now I feel ki I am Buddha or I am Mahavir and I am all enlightened master. But there are stages, there are glimpses of my consciousness and I know, oh, I am that. And that fills me with that oneness, that love. But again, it's a spectrum from a scale of say 1 to 100. Now, if you are 0 in the spectrum, then there's no, and the divinity is naturally in us. It is naturally there. What is unnatural, that is your innate nature. But because of our unnatural behaviors or accumulation of emotions, anger, greed, frustration, jealousy, we get disconnected from that love. Or that we reduce that degree. In the spectrum, say if it was say already 80, now you reduce this to 20. Because of other emotions. It gets camouflaged by other emotions.
Okay, if I drop that, I can able to feel.
Now when you drop that, all you need is to drop that and then you are love. You are pure love. So it's not that there's love coming from outside. You are love. You only have to drop the barriers that you have built against it. It is not our job, it is not your job to seek love. It is your job to drop all the barriers that you have built against it. That you have built against it. Once you drop the barriers, then you are love. Now, when you say giving love, now if your cup is only 20 or 10, ना थोड़ा तो खुद के लिए भी चाहिए. अब वो 10 में से आप एक दोगे तो फिर आप एक ही दे पाओगे, 2 ही दे पाओगे. कुछ तो प्यार अपने लिए भी चाहिए ना. अगर आप सोचोगे मेरे पास 10 है और दूसरों को मैं 12 दे दूं, पॉसिबल ही नहीं है. मैं भीख मांग रहा हूं, मुझे ही खुद अभी मेरा कप भरना है, मैं ही भीख मांग रहा हूं और मैं दूसरे को क्या दूंगा अभी. फिर अगर दूसरे को दूंगा और मेरे पास सिर्फ 10 ही है और अगर मुझे दूसरे को 5 देना पड़ेगा, 6 देना पड़ेगा, तो मेरे को लगेगा सैक्रिफाइस. आई सैक्रिफाइस सो मच फॉर दिस पर्सन. when you sacrifice, then the love is conditional. Then it is not giving, it's a transaction.
That we do with children.
If I give you, I should get this. Then it's a calculation, it's a negotiation. वो तो आप व्यापार कर रहे हैं उसके साथ में. इसीलिए focus on filling your cup first. When your cup is overflowing, then giving is a joy, right? फिर तो देने में मजा आ रहा है. मैं आप सबका एहसानमंद हूं कि आप मेरी क्लास में आए और मुझे ये बांटने का मौका मिला. और वो बांटने से मुझे सेटिस्फैक्शन और फुलफिलमेंट मिल गया. तो मेरा रिवॉर्ड तो मेरे देने में ही मेरे को रिवॉर्ड मिल गया. अब आप मेरे उसके बदले में आप मुझे कुछ दें, नहीं दें, मेरी तारीफ करें, बुराई करें, आप में ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन लाएं, नहीं लाएं, अब उससे मेरा रिवॉर्ड तो मेरे को देने में ही मिल गया. तो ध्यान हमें वो स्टेट में ले जाता है जब इट इज एक्ट ऑफ सेल्फ लव. मेडिटेशन इज अ ट्रू एक्ट ऑफ सेल्फ लव, बिकॉज व्हेन यू कनेक्ट टू योर कॉन्शियसनेस, you realize that you are pure love. When you drop your identity, when you become nobody, you drop all the barriers that you built against it. For that moment, you drop all the resistance. And then you experience a divinity. You get the taste of your divinity. And when you feel that wholeness, then all you want is to give. How can you want when you are full? Then all you want is to give. Then giving becomes the extension of you. It becomes your second nature. It is not an effort. If as long giving is an effort, it is not giving. It is negotiation. It is transactional. And then there's never a long-term gain in it. Short-term gain, long-term pain. Because then there's expectation. Right?
Okay. And one more thing is, you said start teaching. Yes, teaching is a form of learning, but whatever you taught us, it is just I learned. I haven't got it experienced in my life. Without that experience, how can I teach? And I haven't learned so much of knowledge where you earned so much of knowledge these years, so many years. And I don't have all those experience. How can I teach? Isn't it becomes
जितना
incomplete?
एक्सपीरियंस है उतना सिखाओ ना. ABCD आता है तो ABCD सिखा दो.
मैं ये अधूरा
Don't wait for Z. ABCD है तो ABCD सिखा दो. ABCD EFG है तो उतना सिखा दो.
Isn't it becomes incomplete for them?
It's,
if I,
you know what you are teaching ना. अगर आपको ध्यान करना अच्छे से आता है तो सिर्फ ध्यान सिखाओ ना भाई. आंख बंद करो, सांसों पे ध्यान दो. इतना तो आपको आता है, उतना आप सिखा सकते हो. जितना आता है उतना सिखाओ. डोंट वेट कि जब मेरे को पूरा नॉलेज आ जाएगा
experience.
और पूरा एक्सपीरियंस हो जाएगा. हो सकता है ये लाइफ टाइम हो ही नहीं, 10 लाइफ टाइम लग जाए तो क्या. और जब आप सिखाओगे तो आप और जल्दी खुद सीखोगे. राइट?
Okay.
So it can go hand in hand.
Okay.
अगर कोई क्लास 3 का टीचर है तो ये नहीं बोलता है कि जब तक मैं PhD का सब्जेक्ट सिखाने लायक नहीं हो जाऊं मैं नहीं सिखाऊंगी. ठीक है, आज मुझे क्लास 3 का टॉपिक मालूम है तो मैं क्लास 3 का टॉपिक पढ़ाती हूँ ना. जिस दिन क्लास 12 का टॉपिक मालूम होएगा उस दिन क्लास 12 के लिए जॉब अप्लाई करूंगी. फिर उस दिन क्लास 12 का सब्जेक्ट सिखाऊंगी.
टॉपिक पता है, एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है तो स्टार्ट.
एक्सपीरियंस आ जाएगा. एक्सपीरियंस तो है, थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस की बात है. कोई इसमें कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि अरे 20 साल की तपस्या चाहिए गुफा में जाके.
एक्सपीरियंस मतलब लाइफ, रियल टाइम एक्सपीरियंस. यू शेयर योर लाइफ हियर, बट आई डोंट हैव दैट मिरेकल्स इन माय लाइफ.
How can you have a life, I have a life, the same life you also have, I also have. It's just that the wisdom will come, that will come, but जितनी wisdom है उतना सिखाओ ना. Right? Thank you.
And one more thing, manifestation. At one time, I do one manifestation, and in a day, can I do 2 or 3, one after the other like that?
As long as you feel it fully. If you can feel it fully, then move to the next.
Okay.
If you're not able to feel it once also, then there's no point jumping.
Okay.
So whatever you do, more important is the feeling. If you can feel it fully, then go to next.
Okay. Every day, I need to do the same feeling, same manifestation.
Need not be. See, or even maybe you start with something, but maybe after 10 days, when the spiritual journey starts, sometimes you say, नहीं यार अभी ये नहीं चाहिए, ये चाहिए. Even your goal can keep changing, na. So be flexible, be intuitive.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You can do the same or you can do different. Either ways, it's all connected. Anything when you bring the positive feeling, everything helps you to change your vibration. And then anyways, one manifestation will help other manifestation. So it's all interrelated, right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Come. Yeah. You want to come? Okay. So after here. Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
I am Rajat.
Yeah.
I am Rajat. I am a college student. Sir, my question is like, for example,
थोड़ा माइक का वॉल्यूम बढ़ा.
for example, आपने बताया जैसे अलूफ की फीलिंग होती है कि you are not good enough. तो जैसे जब हम मेडिटेशन करते हैं तो वो कैसे मतलब हमारी ट्रांसफॉर्म कैसे करेगा इमोशंस को कि हम अपने आप को गुड इनफ फील करें, क्योंकि हम वननेस की फीलिंग करते हैं या लव की फीलिंग करते हैं
तो जो
इसी
गुड
वजह
इनफ
से।
की फीलिंग है वो हमने बाहर से लाई है, वो हमारी सोशल कंडीशनिंग है। चाहे पेरेंट्स ने बोला होगा या स्कूल में बोला हो गया, या दूसरों के कंपैरिजन में हमने अपना मन बना लिया, ओ आई एम नॉट गुड इनफ बिकॉज ऑफ कंपटीशन, बिकॉज ऑफ ग्रेडिंग, स्कूल टीचिंग, मार्क्स, यू नो। सो ये हमारी कंडीशनिंग है। मेडिटेशन में वी डीकंडीशन आवर माइंड, because we make our mind empty. Observe your breath to make your mind empty.
प्योर
तो
कॉन्शियसनेस।
तो माइंड डिकंडीशन हो गया, एम्प्टी हो गया। तो एम्प्टी है तो कोई कंडीशनिंग ही नहीं बची। जब कंडीशनिंग नहीं है तो उसके कारण कोई रेजिस्टेंस नहीं बचा। जब वो खत्म हो गया, वी कनेक्ट टू आवर कॉन्शियसनेस विच इज प्योर लव, जॉय, वननेस,
वो
हैप्पीनेस।
रेजिस्टेंस कम होता जाता
बस रेजिस्टेंस खत्म, गायब। वो अननेचुरल है। जो अच्छे गुण है, जो सद्गुण है, वो तो नेचुरल है,
Natural।
बट अननेचुरल चीज है वो ड्रॉप हो गई। जो बच गया वो तो नेचुरल है।
और सर जैसे जब हम मैनिफेस्टेशन जो आपने 5 स्टेप्स बताए हैं, तो कभी कभी क्या होता है या तो हम ट्रांस में चले जाते हैं या स्लीप में चले जाते हैं, तो जैसे ब्रेन कोहेरेंस के बाद सीधा 3rd या 4th स्टेप आता है, तो वो मैनिफेस्टेशन जैसे वो क्रिएटिव विजुअलाइजेशन वाला स्टेप तो रह ही जाता है।
रह गया, कोई बात नहीं ना, कोई जरूरी नहीं है। यू मैनिफेस्ट थ्रू ए वाइब्रेशन। अगर एट द एंड ऑफ द मेडिटेशन यू आर फीलिंग गुड, यू आर फीलिंग कंप्लीट, यू आर फीलिंग satisfied, content, you're feeling love, right? You're feeling peaceful. So that means your vibration has changed. So according to your vibration, anyways you'll attract things in your life.
तो लेकिन सर हमने तो वो इंटेंट उस प्लेन
कोई
में
बात नहीं, अगली बार कर लेंगे इंटेंशनल। और जब वाइब्रेशन चेंज करके
Feeling वो।
अगर आप नॉर्मल माइंड से भी इंटेंट करोगे तो भी काम करेगा, बिकॉज यू इन हाई वाइब्रेशन। वो जरूरी नहीं थी कि आप वो 3rd स्टेप में, वो डीप स्टेट में जाके ही आपने इंटेंट किया तो ही काम कर रहा है। इसका मतलब जो लोग मेडिटेट नहीं करते हैं, ऐसा तो है नहीं कि उनका मैनिफेस्टेशन नहीं होता है। तो एट द एंड इंटेंशन प्लस वाइब्रेशन।
और सर जैसे आपने बताया था कि आपने इंडिगो वाला एग्जांपल दिया था ना कि फ्लाइट छूट गई, तो जब हम मेडिटेशन करते हैं तो हम वो दृष्टा भाव में चले जाते हैं, हम अवेयर रहते हैं अपने थॉट्स के, तो हम मतलब ये सोचेंगे कि उनकी तो गलती नहीं है, मतलब वो अपना काम कर रहे हैं। लेकिन सर फिर होता है कि अंदर से मतलब वो गिल्ट रहता है कि हमें जल्दी निकलना चाहिए था, या फिर हम जल्दी निकले, कुछ हो गया, मतलब टायर
ऑफ कोर्स यू हैव टू लर्न द लेसन्स ना। अगर फ्लाइट छुट्टी, मुझे मालूम है बॉम्बे में ट्रैफिक है, तो भाई मैं 1 घंटे पहले निकलता हूँ। अभी मालूम है ट्रैफिक है, तो भाई मैं 1.5 घंटे पहले निकलूँ। तो बेटर टू लर्न द लेसन रेदर देन फीलिंग गिल्ट। ओके, व्हाट इज द लेसन? ओके, नेक्स्ट टाइम से थोड़ा और जल्दी निकलूंगा सो दैट आई एम मोर रिलैक्स्ड। यार जल्दी पहुंच गया, आधी घंटा एयरपोर्ट पे बैठूंगा ना, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? आजकल मोबाइल तो है ही अपना, रनिंग ऑफिस, रनिंग वर्क। थोड़ा आधी घंटा ऑफिस पहले पहुंच जाऊंगा, बट रिलैक्स रहूंगा। तो दिस इज द लेसन यू टेक, राइट? सो लर्न द लेसन्स, राइट?
और सर जैसे मान लीजिए मुझे 40 मिनट्स या 50 मिनट्स का मेडिटेशन स्टार्ट करना है, तो आपने मतलब बहुत सारे बताए, आनापान सती तो वो तो है ही, लेकिन उसके अलावा जैसे कितनी बार ब्रेथ वर्क करना चाहिए, जो आपने ट्रांसडेंटल वाला बताया या आपने अलग अलग मेडिटेशंस बताए, तो आनापान सती तो फंडामेंटल है ही, उसके बाद मतलब ब्रेथ वर्क
वीक में 1 बार करो आप।
हाँ।
और बाकी दूसरे मेडिटेशन जब जो इंट्यूटिवली जो आज जो मूड हुआ, राइट? इट्स लाइक आप में से पूछो कि साल में कितनी बार इटालियन खाना चाहिए। अभी उसका मतलब आप ही को नहीं मालूम है कि यार 10 दिन बाद आपका मूड इटालियन का होगा कि चाइनीज का होगा या पानी पूरी का होगा। तो जिस दिन जो मूड हुआ उस दिन वो कर लो।
और सर मेडिटेशन के बाद जैसे हमने स्टार्ट किया, तो उसके बाद हम सीधा मैनिफेस्टेशन में वो क्रिएटिव विजुअलाइजेशन वाले स्टेप पे जा सकते हैं ना?
विद फर्स्ट आफ्टर फर्स्ट 2 स्टेप्स।
हाँ, मतलब वो मेडिटेशन से कवर हो गए तो फिर
मेडिटेशन के बाद
जी,
राइट?
ओके,
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू।
Lovely. Big clap for him at such a young age, such inquisitiveness and commitment. Amazing. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Aye, come. Yeah, after.
Thank you, sir, for giving me a chance. Yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, in the second day of the course, I raised a question about the death of masters.
You have?
I raised a question about the death of some master, like
Death of some masters, yeah.
like Bachiji Sir, Thích Nhất Hạnh, a king in Vietnam. And you gave the answer about eternal soul and the traveler. We are travelers in this planet Earth only. When I raised the question, I suddenly I observed a lot of tears in my heart.
You have?
A lot of tears, emotion
In your heart.
Yeah, the tears. I almost cry in my heart when I raised the question to you. I just observed the how can I say, experiences. Was a surprise to me. And when you gave the answer, I feel relieved. I feel fine with the answer. However, in the Ruberu meditation, I realized that the question, the hidden dynamic, the hidden reason for that question is my love to my parents, especially my dad. He's 76, and my fear of his death. Actually, it's not my sadness about the death of master like Bachiji Sir or Thích Nhất Hạnh. It is my sadness of the near death of our parents, especially my dad. And I realized that my dad is like a young soul. He cannot understand the concept like, I think that I can take the hints from you. I talk some concepts to him about eternal soul, about traveler in this planet Earth. But I don't think it is easily for him to take such concepts, because he is not so spiritual. He is like a young soul. He is not familiar with the concept. So my question is how to prepare, to what to say to our parents, especially some young soul like my dad, so that they are not fear. Now he's 76, but I can realize that he is fear inside. He's sad and fear for approaching death someday.
Right. So her question is, her dad is 76 and she fear the death. You are fearing that she will die, or he fears his own death. He fears his own death. And how can he help her when he is not even spiritual? So, at the end, only they can help themselves. Right? And it is their journey. You have to honor their journey. Because the truth is, even if they're fearing death, once they vacate the body, they realize, oh, that fear was futile. And they only choose their own lessons for their next lifetime. But if you can introduce meditation to them, it will help them relieve the fear of death. Because meditation is an exercise in dying. Why do you fear death? Oh, I don't want to leave my daughter. How can I leave my wife? How can I leave my attachments with my property or whatever I've done, or my friends, or this house and this and that? But meditation, with every time you meditate, for that few moments, you become thoughtless. For those few moments, you drop the daughter, you drop the property, you drop your wife. So meditation is an experience, and then you experience your consciousness. When you drop it all of a sudden you experience your consciousness. Oh wow, this is real. This is me. I never knew that. And when that happens, the attachment drops. And when that drops, the fear of death also goes, because now you have nothing to lose. Now there is no attachment with world of things. So that fear also drops to vacate the body, because now I realize I am consciousness. So meditation helps them. Anybody, meditation helps you to drop the fear of death. Because then you realize you are an eternal being. And now it is no more about, intellectually we all know. See, intellectually तो हम सबको हमारे, especially in our Indian culture, in our religion, हम सबको, anyways we have been told कि अरे, we never die, it's a past life, next life, we are eternal beings. But the fear stems, but we are attached to world of things. No? So fear stems, it is not the fear of death, it is the fear of losing what we are attached to. And that will drop, and that meditation helps you to drop. So, at that age, if you tell him, if any intellectual concept will not help, because he knows it all. He has seen the world much more than us. Just simple meditation will help him. Just 10 minutes, 15 minutes, tell him to just sit and observe his breath.
I'm not confident that because like a young soul,
Which is okay, then
something
leave
like
it. Then accept it.
Yeah.
Then accept it. Don't try. We have to honor everybody's journey. Somebody is a young soul, somebody is a baby soul, somebody is an old soul, somebody is a transcendental, a mature soul, adult soul. You have to honor everybody's journey. And you respect the journey, it's fine.
It means that working on myself, respect our parents' journey.
Acceptance. For you the lesson is acceptance.
Yeah.
For you the lesson is acceptance of my father's ignorance.
Yeah.
He is suffering because of his ignorance. And he does not want to grow or remove his ignorance. So as a daughter, you accept him as you accept his ignorance as his own journey and his own choice. It's his free will.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
The
you.
moment you
Understood.
accept it, you will come into peace. And when you are in peace, when you are in alignment, then your presence will inspire him. Just your presence, your energy, your being there, maybe will inspire him to meditate, to find his alignment. Because in your presence, he feels elevated. He feels so good when my daughter is around. Because your energy is so high. Energy is pure love. So much so there's no excess expectation from your energy for him to change. So there's no, so energetically there's no pressure on him. So he feels very relaxed. Till the time you expect, you should change, you should do this, you should do that. He feels pressurized. So there's a resistance. The moment you drop the expectation, he is also relaxed. There's no resistance from your side, nor from his side. And then he will take inspiration. Then you don't need to tell her to meditate. While he is there, sitting next to him, you can just close your eyes and meditate. You can tell, Dad, I'm meditating for half an hour. And just meditate. Deep down, it is a need for every soul to realize his consciousness, to realize his divinity. Right? So then that inspiration will wake up, the spark will come up. And there's a good possibility that he will act on it then.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Grateful for the question, the answer. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. इसके बाद
Namaste. Thank you for your time. I just want to take the next few minutes to have a conversation with you. But before that, for everyone, my name is Bhupender and I'm from Bangalore. By profession, I'm pursuing chartered accountancy and I work in a corporate environment.
Yeah.
I love to travel, okay, and I'm also into music and I'm passionate about a lot of things. Okay, so over years, in the last couple of years, I have pursued everything, and सबको मैंने literally like 2 साल मैंने हर चीज़ को follow किया, and I kind of feel I am strong towards everything. I'm passionate about everything. Yeah. So I strongly believe in law of attraction. Okay. But अभी ऐसा हो रहा है that the law of attraction is working against me. How that is, I'll give you an example. So when we are kids, we have certain things and we have certain responsibilities, and then we grow up and we start to take more responsibilities. And जैसे जैसे आप college से बाहर आते हो, you take up jobs, you become independent, and then you don't have the shelter. You take everything. आपको सब कुछ खुद करना पड़ रहा है. सो इस केस में जो गाड़ी है, जो द लाइफ की स्पीड है, इतनी स्पीड से आगे बढ़ जाती है कि जो पीछे कुछ छूट गया है, लाइक समथिंग इन माई स्टडीज इज दैट इज रिमेनिंग, दैट आई वॉन्ट टू कंप्लीट. नाउ आई स्ट्रांगली मैनिफेस्ट, और आई डोंट नो, इट्स हैपनिंग सबकॉन्शियसली, दैट वट एवर आई वॉन्ट टू डू और वट आई रियली वॉन्ट टू डू इज हैपनिंग. बिकॉज मुझे ट्रैवल करना, मैं ट्रैवल कर पा रहा हूँ, सब कुछ कर पा रहा हूँ. बट दिस इज समथिंग दैट आई नो इज रिक्वायर्ड. आई नीड दिस राइट नाउ, बट मैं नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ because of a routine that is stuck. Like, how corporates work. We have weekdays and we have weekends. Everything is fixed, and we want to get out or spend time with what we really want to do. So ऐसे में taking out a significant time to do that commitment that is required, that's not happening. So I think somewhere I'm in a dilemma, and होता है ऐसे that when we grow up, to ask a question, because you already are responsible, आपको लगता है कि आपने ऊपर से आप किससे पूछें. So probably I want to take this moment to ask you. I hope I get some
So let me just rephrase in short that if I understood correctly, your question is that you are passionate about many things, you travel, you do things, and you have a lot into corporate world and corporate responsibility, and there's still some things that you want to pursue, but you are not able to do it, or you're not able to give time because of your corporate commitments and a lot of things pulling you, and things that remains left over, then you feel maybe guilty, or you feel not that vacuum inside somewhere ki I could have done that but I didn't do it, and life is just moving on. So there's a residual thing, feeling that, okay, I wish I could have done that also, I could have done that also. But you are not able to take the courage or that leap to still do that, right?
Absolutely. Just that the frequency of, there's no guilt. I know that it's
Okay,
almost
there's no
there.
guilt. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
It's
nice.
almost, there's nothing that's left over.
Uh-huh.
I know it's right here. And, while I was sitting there, I was framing these questions with myself. And to some extent, I'm already getting the answers. The thing is, we are so into, the alignment. The alignment is clear. The planning is correct. The execution or the implementation is not happening because that requires a lot of commitment and consistency. So what happens, there are so many things pulling, there are so many things that's coming up, and the life is short. There was a frequency when you were a student, तो आप कर पा रहे थे. अभी है कि like now we planned for a day outing, and now I'm here thinking about life. So now there's so much to do, right? कहाँ से वो चीज़ शुरू करें? How do we get back into that huge frequency that takes a lot of your time?
Good. So my suggestion to you is, start your day with first you claiming yourself. Before the world puts a claim on you, start your day with first you claiming yourself. With the help of meditation. Do you meditate?
Yes, I'm a lot into yoga and things, but that's again because of the routine.
But that's not meditation, which is good. Yoga is good, but that's not meditation.
Yeah.
So are you into meditation?
Sometimes, like not regularly, but when I do it religiously. Like whenever I sit down, whenever I get that moment, I get into consciousness and I do spend that time, but the moment I'm out of it, it gets again. So it's not very frequent, but I'm into it.
So the thing is, when I get into that moment, when I get the time, right? So what you need to do is make your meditation, make your choice to first put your own claim on yourself, non-negotiable. Because your first claim on you, it should be of you, right? And when you come into your own alignment, when you are acting out of your fullness, when you're in a right vibrational match, right? Then the law of attraction will work for you. Law of attraction can work against you or for you. But law of attraction has no judgment. It is acting as per your vibration. Right? So when you are aligned, when you are joyful, it's two things. There's one thing to do things out of desperation. I'm not saying you're desperate for doing things. And there's one thing you're doing it out of inspiration. Right? Then whatever you'll do out of inspiration. You have the right impulse to take the right step, take the right action. And and today you're short of time. But when law of attraction is working for you, then you'll achieve much more in much less time. So that's how you increase productivity, your efficiency. Something if you thought that you'll achieve in 2 years, you'll be able to achieve in 3 months or maybe 6 months. So then you saved 1.5 years. So if you have say 8 working hours in a day, or maybe if you're a workaholic, then you might be working 10 hours or 12 hours, whatever working hours in a day. But if you take from that 12 hours, if I tell you, take 1 hour for yourself, and if you take that 1 hour for yourself, what you achieve in 12 hours, so remaining you have 11 hours, but what you normally achieve in the rest 11 hours, you will achieve in 3 hours. So you got 3 hours what you wanted to achieve, plus 1 hour you gave for yourself. So you have 4 hours. So normally you used to give 11 hours, so you have 7 hours extra. So now you have enough time for everything else. So the answer is, before the world puts the claim on you, you first put a claim on yourself. And make that claim non-negotiable. The world is out there to get not just you, to get me, to get here, to get him, to everybody else. The world is out there to get you. But it's your choice how much you love yourself. You make everything else priority, everything else non-negotiable, but you are negotiable. You'll do everything for others, but leave yourself behind. But first make yourself a priority. And once the universe, the vibration which has been watching you, say, oh, he loves himself. So let me give him more opportunities so that he loves himself more. So he'll bring more love into your life. Oh, he respects himself, he honors himself. He honors himself. So let me give him more opportunities so that he gets to honor himself more. But law of attraction is seeing you don't care about yourself. You don't honor yourself. You are chasing happiness in something outside. And the thing is, you're confusing pleasure for happiness. And that's why you feel unfulfilled and unsatisfied. इसलिए अभी सिर्फ ये नहीं चाहिए, अब ये भी चाहिए, अब ये भी चाहिए, ये भी चाहिए. But pleasure is dopamine rush है ना, कितने दिन रहेगा? आधे 1 घंटा, 2 घंटा, then the rush goes away. Now you need something else. Now you need something else. But with meditation, you substitute the dopamine for serotonin, the happy chemical, the long-term happiness you feel, contentment, satisfaction, all the happy endorphins, oxytocin, the love chemical. So once you feel that, once you're in that state, then a lot of things, so you don't even care. ये छोटी छोटी चीज जो डोपामिन रश के लिए चाहिए, you don't care. Just because there's a race doesn't mean you have to run. And if you still think, oh, it's a rat race, and if you want to be a part of rat race, but then you're still a rat. Even if you win the rat race, you're still a rat. So take your time, make the meditation non-negotiable. Take your time to first change your state of being, find your alignment. And then from that state of being, whatever you're doing, you'll do better. Yes?
Yes. I just have one more question. It's because of doing multiple things, maybe, I was not able to strike a balance. So there's this one thing that I feel that, we are extremes. Why extremes? Because if I'm doing something, I would do it 100%, and one thing I also wanted to confirm, acknowledge that when I said law of attraction is working, and, because I love doing so many things, the things are coming to me and I'm able to do them completely, right? But when it comes to striking a balance between, things that are required versus things that you need and versus what you love, right? So how do we manage that balance without compromising on the happiness or the mental peace? Because that's what is needed right now.
Right. So it's an illusion. It's an illusion. It's a mental illusion. Or an ego makes you believe into the things that, oh, I need this to be happy. I need this. I love this. I love this. And which is all fine. But you are complete within you. The one you are looking for is you. You have there's all the aliveness within you. Everything that you need is alive within you. So first experience yourself. First experience that that wholeness within you already, that what you're looking for is already within you. It's like you're sitting on a treasure of billions and you're begging for thousands. And you say, no, the 1,000, it makes me feel good. Obviously, anything coming makes you feel good. But once you know you have billions, will you care for 1,000? ठीक है यार, उसकी significance ही change हो गई ना then. So you already have billion within you. Now you don't want to reclaim that, and then you're chasing 1,000, and pile of 1,000, and sitting on pile of billions. So first do that, then you'll have the right impulse to do right things, to make a right choice, what to give 100% and what not to give anything. Life will, everything, when things change inside you, things will change around you. Once you rearrange your thoughts, emotions, when you rearrange your inside, when you feel that wholeness within you, then everything else which is needed for your creativity, then all the more your creativity will come alive. Then whatever you will do, you will still do better. Abhi, if you put in 100, maybe you get, say, in a scale of 1 to 100, you get a result of 10. Now, once your creativity comes alive, then still you will give 100%. And then from a scale of 1 to 100, maybe you will get 1 to 50. You will get, the result will be much more. Same effort, but much more results. Or maybe less effort and more results.
Thank you so much, sir. That really helped.
Plus, hard work is not the path to well-being. Having fun along the way is the path to well-being. The journey has to be joyful. Right? So make sure that the journey is joyful. Don't chase the destination or crave to make the journey hardship. And don't rush into things. If you're a smart manager, then you will always have time. You'll always have more time. You'll always have abundance of time. If you are short of time, that means you are a poor manager. Right? You saw Ratan Tata. मतलब which industry they are not in? ऐसी कोई इंडिया में कोई ऐसी वर्ल्ड में इंडस्ट्री नहीं होगी जिसमें they are not a part. But have you ever seen stressed? He was always relaxed. Drives his own car. हम बोलते हैं अरे ड्राइवर चाहिए, मोबाइल पे बात करना, ये करना. He will drive his own car. So many times I saw him. I remember one time I was waiting at the Taj lobby, Taj hotel lobby, and I was waiting for my driver. मेरी गाड़ी आई और सामने बाजू में रतन टाटा खड़े थे. तो he was also waiting for his car. तो वैले ने गाड़ी लाया. I'm talking about many years back. His car was Maruti 1000. And my car was Mercedes. And I didn't get into my car. मैं बोला चलो रतन टाटा है, चलो देखते हैं क्या कर रहे हैं, what is he talking, what is he doing. And my driver was there. He took his Maruti key 1000 and drove himself. तो ये हम हमारी स्टोरी बना देते हैं कि how important I am. So a person like that have all the time, and a person like you don't have time. That means there is somewhere you have to work on your management. And your problem is not time management. Your problem is energy management. Energy management is more important than time management. If you can make energy, if you can manage your energy better, you'll always have time. You'll always have abundance of time. Right?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. One last, and then we'll end. Yeah.
Good evening. Shan sir, actually, before coming to Anapanasati, I did Vipassana.
Just say for the benefit of new people, who are you and what you do.
Yeah, myself Madan Khanna from Bengaluru. So, as you all know, I have been meditating since last 4.5 years, and I have got a lot of benefits from meditation. It has really helped me to drop my cravings and improve my health. So, coming to my question, the question is, before coming to Anapanasati, I went for a Vipassana 10-day course before coming to Anapanasati. And I attended that course, and I did that. And before going to the course, I went through YouTube, and I had lot of expectation for the course. I saw that people could see their blood and so many things I read. And I had lot of things, because I came to know subsequently only that we should not expect anything and just leave it to the things, but that happened after. But that time I was expecting from Vipassana a lot of things. So I went, I attended 10 days course, and I came out, I was not very satisfied, not fully satisfied with that. But I could feel when I came to Anapanasati subsequently, immediately after that I could get my natural breath very easily, because in Vipassana they taught for 3 days only Anapanasati, and I could get the natural breath, and Anapanasati became very easy for me. So I immediately used to get my natural breath, and with that I used to become thoughtless, and I joined your meditations and other meditations and started practicing Anapanasati and got a lot of benefits. And things have been going on like that. Now my question is, what happened? Recently I attended one program where they told us, see, you need to observe your sensations, body sensations. Once you do Anapanasati, these sensations will come up and you start observing sensations, and they are all your old hidden karmas, and all those things will wipe out, and you don't just be equanimity to that and don't have a balanced thing, and those things will wipe out and you will get realization. So when I heard all those things, I said, but this is the same thing what they tell in Vipassana. Vipassana is the same thing. After 3 days, they take you inside and they ask you to observe your body sensations, and things will come out, and we start observing and remain balanced to that and not respond even if they are good or bad vibrations. So, and things keep on eradicating, and everything, all sanskaras will get wiped out, and you get enlightenment. This is what Goenkaji says. So immediately I attended one 3-day workshop because I was already attended 10 days, so they permitted me to attend a 3-day workshop of Vipassana. I went to Vipassana very recently. This has happened. I went and attended the program, and luckily I saw the person, the teacher. Actually, the teacher will have no role in that. Only all they will be playing only
The
Goenkaji's
videos.
tapes recorded,
Yeah.
and we just listen. Only teacher will just, if you have any doubt, you can go and ask, and he will, because it is all in silence. And they had kept a time 12 to 1. You can go and ask him a question. Luckily, I saw that teacher was the same person who was there in my 10-day program. Oh, I was very delighted. It became very familiar. Now I can talk to him. Otherwise, we'll feel hesitant. 3 days, mein kya baat karenge? So I, first day itself, I went to him, and he said, he saw my form and all. Oh, you have attended 4 years back. You attended. Where were you all these years? You didn't attempted Vipassana after. So I told, sir, I was doing Anapanasati, and the first reaction was, you have wasted your life. His first reaction was, you have wasted your life. All these years you have wasted. So I was shocked. I said, no. I've been doing Anapanasati, sir, and I have been benefited. I was having a lot of diseases. Everything has gone, and I am very comfortable. Then he said, you are meditating, Madan, and what do you do? I said, I sit down, and do you do with music or anything, anybody guided? I said, no, now I am not doing anything. I just sit and I go into meditation, and I feel peaceful and very nice. I meditate for 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever I want. Then he said, no. See what has happened. Your mind has stuck to a place. You are enjoying the meditation, and it has just stuck. You want to get enlightenment or anything more than that, it won't happen, because your mind वो एक saturation पे पहुंच गया है. तो अब आपको आनापानी सती तो आप कर रहे हैं, you're doing everything okay now, but you won't progress. You will just remain in the goody with of that, and you will be happy. तो आपका सब चल रहा है, तो I think you better come back to Vipassana and you listen to Guruji's discourses and attend our 10-day courses 2-3 times. Then only you listen to his discourses, you will come to know that Anapanasati is good up to a stage.
Yeah, so what is your question now? What is your question?
My question is, what should I do now? Should I continue with Anapanasati or should I go for Vipassana?
See, I have a huge respect for Goenkaji, for he introduced whichever way to the world, and but you have to follow your experience. You experiment it, na? We are all different. We are all unique. You see what works for you. दो रास्ता है, जानो या मानो. जानना is through your own experience. मानना is कि जो उसने बोल दिया भाई वही सही है, या जो श्रेयांश ने बोल दिया वही सही है. ना उसने बोला सही, ना श्रेयांश ने बोला सही. जो आपका अनुभव, आपको एक्सपीरियंस, जो आपका अनुभव आपको आप में परिवर्तन लाएगा, जो अनुभव से आप में जो आप दोनों प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो और दोनों टेक्निक करके जिसमें आपको लग रहा है कि ये मेरी भावनाओं में, मेरे विचारों में, मेरी हेल्थ में, मेरे व्यवहार में, मेरी सोच में, हर चीज़ों में ये या मेरे कनेक्शन में, इनर कनेक्शन में, मेरे अलाइनमेंट में ये चीज़ ज़्यादा बेटर वर्क कर रही है, उसको आप एक्सेप्ट करो. Right?
Because so far I have been doing Anapanasati and it has benefited me a lot. बहुत मतलब changes हुई हैं. And Vipassana I couldn't continue because I was actually not finding any change, to tell you the truth.
See, I'll tell you,
so, at
for everything na, have a scientific temper. कोई भी चीज के लिए उसके साइंस को समझो भाई. क्यों? बुद्धा himself was a scientist. बुद्ध ने खुद ने कहा कि अगर मुझे भी अंधविश्वास किसी पे भी मत करना. बुद्ध के वर्ड्स है, अंधविश्वास किसी से भी मत करना है, चाहे वो मेरी बात सुनिए कहीं नहीं हो, जब तक कि वो आपके ओन अनुभव के तराजू से में आप उसको तोल नहीं लो. जब तक कि आपकी ओन सामान्य बुद्धि की कसौटी पे वो खरा ना उतरे, तो आपको अपनी ओन सामान्य बुद्धि की कसौटी पे आप दोनों को खरा करके देखिए, और हो सकता है दोनों नहीं जमे तो तीसरे को सोच के देखिए. तो ये आपको तय करना है और आपके अनुभव से उसको तय करना है. जिसके पास जाओगे वो बोलेगा मेरा ही मार्ग सही है. राइट? मैं तो मेरा ही ढोल बजाऊंगा, तभी तो मैं सिखा रहा हूं ना, मैं उसको सही समझता हूं तभी तो मैं सिखा रहा हूं, नहीं तो मैं सिखाऊंगा ही क्यों? वो भी, उनका भी इंटेंशन अच्छा है, वो भी उसको सही समझते हैं तभी तो वो उसको सिखा रहे हैं.
But we have to see, by experimenting, we have to see which one suits us.
एंड डजंट मैटर मेडिटेशन. आप होम्योपैथ के पास जाओगे तो बोले क्या मेडिटेशन मेडिटेशन, सिर्फ ये होम्योपैथी लो सब ठीक होएगा, राइट? आप आयुर्वेद के पास जाओगे, अरे आयुर्वेद ही सब ठीक कर देगा. ज्योतिष के पास जाओ, अरे तुम्हारा अभी तो ये राहु केतु अभी ये गलत है, अभी 3 महीना कुछ मत करो, घर में बैठो बस, फिर जब वो बदलेगा फिर करना तो सब ठीक होएगा. वास्तु वाले के पास जाओगे, बोलेगा नहीं ये वास्तु अभी ये ठीक करो तो सब ठीक होएगा. कोई जेमस्टोन वाले के पास जाओगे तो बोलेगा ये अंगूठी पहनो तो ठीक होगा, राइट? सो हर आदमी जिसके पास जाओगे वो अपने ही डंका बजाएगा, पर आपको अपना डंका बजाना है आपके अनुभव से.
Yeah, because everybody is unique, so everybody has to decide what is correct for them. Yeah, thank you. Good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
I'll go by that. Yeah, thank you.
All right, so thank you everyone. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all. Thank you for those who are joining online. Thank you.